doing this in the finals can make you lose. No, no, no. But doing this in the finals can make you win. Take the money. Take it, it's yours. It's yours, just take it, dude. Absolutely fine, don't worry. Just take the money, take the money. That's it, there we go. Sounds strange, right? But sometimes cashing out and earning more money will lose you games. Sounds kind of weird when the whole objective is to earn as much money as possible, right? Well, actually, there's a lot of mind games that go into winning the finals. I'm going to explain all of the meta and macro that comes down to making the right decisions to ensure you win. I'm going to kind of live commentate one of my games to showcase the priorities you need to make to win more games. Because cashing out all the time as fast as you can is not always the best thing to do. Later on, I got a few other tips that you can see that can help you turn the tide of battle by using mind games when it comes to figuring out which money needs to go where. There's some smart things you can do in this game to ensure you win, or at least qualify, even if you're not the one causing all of the carnage in the arena. So every game starts with the race to the vault. Usually 2 teams will arrive at each of the 2 vaults. And if you touch the vault to activate it, you'll get $1,000, which is nice, but if you don't touch it, you have a special ability. Essentially, if you die right now, you're not going to lose any money, right? 30% of $0 is still $0, so you have the freedom to go and push this other team and get as many kills as possible and be as aggressive as possible. The outcomes are either you get wiped and they go to the cash out point and you can respawn and then attack them, or you'll eliminate them, get some money for doing so, cut into their initial $1,000, and you'll have the cash out point available to go and set up whilst they are knocked out. The crazy thing about this game in particular though, for some reason, at least 2 teams were going to this first vault. I noticed that when I came and picked that corner and saw 2 teams fighting, which is actually really big for us. Now, what's even crazier, all 3 teams piled onto this one point, and we managed to be the last team standing, which gave us a free option to just go and cash out whilst everyone was respawning. Now, we could have been cheeky and opened up Vault 2 and brought that money into our vault. You can put 2 cash boxes into the same cash out point, right? But by doing that, all of the other teams would pile onto our point, and that would be a lot of attention on us. So instead, it's better just to defend, let those other players attack the vault and try and start their own cash out, because in their mind, that's going to be an easier job for them than trying to attack a cash out point. So we get a nice safe 10,000 without too much focus on us. Nice. With us currently in the lead, but not much of a lead, and it's still being early game, we're going to need to go and try and get more money, right? We can't win the game like this, so we play aggressive and try and attack the next cash out point. Unfortunately, we do get eliminated here, which is a shame, but it's early game. We don't lose too much money, so it's not a massive deal. My overall goal was to try and steal a cash out, and 2 teams were fighting over this one cash out. So we tried to attack it. We threw down our utility and just to try to disable the nades and stuff. We grappled towards it. We climbed up together, and we actually cleared the cash out, and we had a really good chance to steal this thing, but amazingly, one of the other teams had set up a bunch of C4s or RPG'd it or something, and the whole platform just fell down. So we couldn't get that cash out steal, which is really unfortunate because I was so close so many times, as you can see in this footage. Unfortunately, because of that absolute mess, we did die. That's going to happen a lot in the finals. It can be frustrating, but I think that's a part of the magic, I guess. But now things are pretty interesting because when we respawned, we were still second place. Despite it being late in the game, the other 2 teams just kept dying and struggled to start any of their own cash out. So this is where the mind games start. We are in second place, and first place is on the cash out, and if they get more money, we're still going to be second place. So honestly, our focus here is to just keep all the pressure off this thing and make sure that nobody else steals it, right? It doesn't matter if first place cashes out and gets more money. It's late game. It's not a big deal. As long as they cash out and they get the money and nobody else, we will still be second place, which is exactly what we aimed for. And as soon as they're about to cash out, we then rotated to the next vault. We had about 40 seconds left in the arena, which means if someone puts a vault in a cash out point right now, there'll be overtime, and that cash out point will succeed before the end of the game. With 40 seconds left, I wanted to open this vault and just hold on to this box, because if we can stop this box going into a cash out point, nobody else is going to make any more money this game, and the game will end with the current score of first place being pink, us being second place, and the other 2 being knocked out. If nobody cashes out and nobody dies, the ranking will not change. Unfortunately, as I was looking around whilst it was cashing out, one of my teammates grabbed the cash out box and just threw it into cash out A. Now, this was not necessary. We were already second place. We had 1 second left on the clock and we would have qualified. But instead, we gave ourselves more risk. And even if we did cash out this money, we wouldn't have moved into first place anyway. This was not needed at all. Now, this is just where the mind games start in this game. Check out this clip. And I'm not going to explain anything. I just want you to see it without context first. And then we'll get into the gameplay and explain how we got to this decision and why it could help us in the long term to actually win. Take it, it's yours. It's yours, it's yours. Just take it, dude. Absolutely fine. Don't worry. Just take the money. Take the money. That's it. There we go. All right, now we're chilling. So, to explain how we got there, it started with us getting to the first vault. We tried to defend it, but definitely got outplayed by the other team who took me out and then ran straight to the cash out point. We definitely tried our hardest to try and steal it, but with another team in the mix, we couldn't quite manage. But luckily, the game had only just got started. Some people may not like the way you can clutch it up at the last second and steal your way into qualifying, but I think that adds to the tension. And at least in this situation where we died twice, we still had a chance to catch up. We spawned and unlocked the next vault, and this time managed to put it into the cash out uncontested. We defended it as best we could without getting too close to it. This cash out is definitely hard to defend with it being out in the open on the roof, so I felt it best to hold an angle at the corner of the building and only putting pressure onto those who push the open space on the roof. And it worked out and we got the cash out. We were now in second place and first place was in the lead by a long shot. But another team had another cash out box. Now, if first place cashed out, it would be no problem. We'd still be second. But if another cash out started, we'd be at risk of being knocked out. So we had only one choice. Hunt down that cash out box out in the open and then defend the box with our lives. I managed to eliminate most of the team, got the box and tried to hide it at the edge of the map. My goal was to keep it from being cashed out. Just like the last game, if it goes into a cash out box, more overtime would be added and then we'd be struggling to stay in the game. But the team that I stole the box from kept putting pressure on me, so I made a last minute call. I looked at the scoreboard and realized if any other team stole the cash out from Pink whilst I'm hiding in a corner doing nothing, we'd lose the game. If any team won 22,000 right now, we would not qualify. So by running to the current cash out in Pink's control, I could give them the box to put in their cash out. Yes, they'd earn more money, but at the end of the day, if a team stole 22k or 44k, the outcome would be the same. However, by putting the cash out in their box, only one team would be able to cash out before the game ends, not two, and I wouldn't have to spend my time focusing on hiding a box, which meant now all I had to do was put all my focus on ensuring nobody stole Pink's cash out. And the great thing is, if I did that, and even if our whole team died trying to defend Pink's cash out from a steal, we would only lose a bit of money and would still be in second place. So this play of throwing them the box stopped the game from going on for longer and ensured I could keep anybody from taking the Pink cash out, because no matter what happened, if someone stole that, we'd be out of the game. So that was the play that allowed us to qualify here. So as you can see, mind games are the key in the finals, and you really have to think about when to cash out and when not to, because it's not as simple as just racking up a bunch of money. Hopefully you found this useful. If you did, I hope you can subscribe and maybe check out my Twitch stream. See you in the comments. Cheerio!